Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm beautybylade.exe. So as you can see, I have a new lighting setup. I'm trying something out. I quite like how this looks. I feel like I look so radiant in this lighting setup. Let me know what you think. But yeah, so today I'm starting a new series actually. It's called Blushmaxxing. Yeah, because I was like, blush brightness, but like, I low-key like the blush. Why are we calling it blindness? I can see and I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to call it Blushmaxxing. So I'm starting a new series with that. I'm going to be doing different combinations of like colors for blush, and let's do some Blushmaxxing. And without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm wearing a blonde wig with this look, and this blonde is kind of yellowy, so I'm going to color match my brows to match this, because the brows had to match the wig, yeah. My attempt to mix, I got this weird orange, which is nothing like this, like they don't match, so I'm going to try again. Okay, this is what I've been able to mix. I think they look quite alike. Yeah, so I mixed hello yellow, I mixed quiet white, and I mixed blonde. So this is the Made by Mitchell Color Case Pro palette, and this is the Made by Mitchell Brow Sludge Box. So mix and match. My brows have grown in quite a bit, but I'm embracing them. I'm still going to like thin them out later on, because I quite like the look of thin eyebrows. But yeah, just going to brush this through my eyebrows. This brow color is almost yellow, but oh well. Because the focus is on the blush today, we're not doing like eyebrows on fleek. The eyebrows they just have to be regular today. They do not have to be on fleek, so they might be looking a bit asymmetrical. It's but I'm artistic. I'm too artistic. Just take it like that. There's nothing I can tell you. I'm just artistic. I kind of look like the Lorax at the minute, but let's clean up the eyebrows. Forever grateful to the person that invented this hack or made it popular. Both of them, if they're different people. But yeah, because I actually I'm not really a pro like that at doing brows, and like this just helps me when I want to refine the shape of my brows. Having like such thick brows now feels so unnatural to me, even if this is like the thickness of my regular brows. But it just feels like it just feels so weird. I'm going to fill it in lightly with an angled brush. All the areas are looking a bit sparse. Kind of define the shape a bit. Okay, clean them up. Now time to further clean them up. Going in with my curve case and just using the shade Irritation to carve my eyebrows so that they pop, because it's quite bright at the minute. Unintentional underpainting. Yep. Also clean up the top as well. If you're recreating this, I would go in with less of like the contour shade than I used, because yeah, I fully don't know how I'm going to work around this. I'm actually just clean it off because it's a bit much than I anticipated for, but oh well. I'm going to clean up the excess. I can't. I did a bit too much. Yeah, that's more manageable. Then just kind of just blending that in. This skin, yeah, that's more manageable. I don't know what I was doing, saturating my brush in contour, but now I fixed it. This is what the brows are looking like. Don't worry, they're looking a bit scary at the minute. I'm going to put concealer. So now I'm going to go in with P. Louise Base Pro in Rumor 7. So acts as my eyeshadow base. Just laying it down there. Making sure to blend that in with the contour. Taking some Maybelline Fit Me in shade Translucent to set the eyeshadow base. So I don't think I've told you, but the colors I'm transitioning for the blush is a red to a pink. I think this is pink. So I'm going to be using these two Beauty Bay palettes to do my eyeshadow. We're going to start off, of course, with the black. Just setting it in the corner here. So crazy, the black eyeshadow is the only one that I've hit pan on this. I remember I used to use black eyeshadow to do my eyebrows at some point when they were like proper thin. I need to get my thin eyebrows back. I'm not loving the like how thick these look, but you know, going to I'm going to move on regardless. But yeah. So once that black is set down, since this is a red focus look, first of all we'll blend out the black. Just go back and forth. This is why I set my concealer so I can do back and forth motions. If not, I have to I don't know how to do the technique without like setting down the base first. So I prefer it like this, and then just diffuse that towards the end. Feel free to dip back into the black if you feel like you're losing pigment. Yeah, so now that black is nice and blended, now we're going to go in with a red. Yeah, with this shade here. It's called Wine. So just using that to just blend it into like the brow. It's kind of just, yeah. And then with the rest of the eyelid as well. So I want it to be black transitioning into red. So now we're going to go in with the Berries palette. This bubblegum pink is calling me. So we're just going to put that on the brow bone to kind of serve as that highlight. Because it's looking too dark and like too grungy for my liking at the minute. So just take that, just tap it on there. Go back in with that red from earlier. Take your red shimmer. This one is in the shade Rush. So this one here. Get that red. Lovely. And just put that here. Put it where you can feel your eyeball. That's where I usually put like the transition shimmer. At the peak of your eyeball. I'm going to just use the deeper red from before to just build and do some just add some depth here, kind of marry that with that leftover contour from the eyebrow. So I'm going to use the shade Manicure, put it in the inner corner, washing it lightly over that red so we get a pretty transition there. Do the same on the second eye. I'm about to wash it slightly over the red. This is what it's looking like. And then to just bring that pink, I use the shade Soda from the Berries palette, and then just tap that way on top of like the light pink that we've done. Kind of bring it to even the inner corner of the eyes, and then lighten your hand, and then just put this sparsely over there. So yeah, now I'm just going to start with my base. Yeah, we're going to clean off this fallout. I love that. That is stunning. Love it. So just clean off the fallout. Okay. So because I want us to be matte, I'm going in with the Danessa Marix water powder serum on the areas where I get oily the most, so which is mostly my nose. I'm just going to fan that for it to dry. So next, while that is still drying, I'm just going to go in my Glam Good Grip Primer on the rest of my face. So now that is nice and tacky, I'm just going to underpaint. So using Curve Case Deeper, and I'm using Statuette. Stick it on the flat brush, and then just put it in places where I want to contour. So I actually don't know why I contour my forehead. Like I quite like how my forehead is sized. Well, it's just part of makeup, I guess. I feel like my forehead will look incomplete without the gradients, because like my forehead is a bit naturally darker than the rest of my face. So yeah, I struggle to see how contour even minimizes the visible size of one's forehead. I feel like, I don't know, if my forehead just looks the same, it just looks like it's darker, and I like it like that. So that is why I do contour. Like I see makeup now as like less or correcting my face than more just accessorizing it, you know. Yeah, doing a painting on my face. I'm just going in with chocolate charm from Curve Case Deep. Just using it to add some bronze in there. I used to do this before, I don't know why I stopped. So now to blend, I was going to use something different today, using the setting spray from Prami. This is the moisturizing matte setting spray. Just going to spray that on my brush, even it out with my hand. Then let's get to blending. Honestly, don't even need to do forehead contour today because spoiler alert, my wing, my wing. I wanted to say fringe and then also wig, so I said wing. Do you guys do that as well? But yeah, my wig is a fringe wig, so I actually don't need to be doing this. But like, you know, everything is it's a Jenga tower, I think. So let me just do it. So the tower is appeased, and you know, the makeup doesn't come crashing down. So yeah, oh, I love the way that forehead is looking nice and bronze. That's what we want this summer, nice and bronze. Yeah, I was going to put some on my nose, but I'm like, this is going good. Let me not ruin it. Going in with my L'Oreal True Match, and this is in the shade. I think it's 11 neutral. I cannot find the shade on here. Oh no, it's actually 12 neutral. Using one pump of foundation. Fun fact: this is a paintbrush. Hence why it's looking so jaggedy, but I just love it. I got it actually because I wanted to like do more face painting, but like it actually works so well as a foundation brush. So using that to do a soft contrast under there. Just putting it over what we use to clean our eyebrows. So take a puff and then the spray, saturate it almost so it's nice and bouncy. Then just even that on the hand and then use that to blend the foundation. Kind of blend over that line so it's there but it's not too harsh. Stunning. So now it's time for some concealer. Going to go in with the Made by Mitchell Brighten and DBR1. My chin, top of my mouth, and kind of do here as well. And then also got the eyebrows, also around the forehead. And then take our Rumor 7 from earlier. I feel like Rumor 7 just does it for me as concealer. I don't know, just a little bit. Just put that under the eyes. Like I feel like now my bright under eye is a lot more tame. When I first like properly got back into makeup again, my under eye was so bright. I was like, girl, made bright under eyes a thing, but like they were onto something. They ate that. So the person that invented having like bright under eyes. There's just something so artistic about it, like, you know. Now we would take a powder puff. Again, douse it in some spray, make it nice and down. Even that out on the hand, and then let's get to blending. So just using the puff that we used to blend the foundation to kind of remove any harsh lines of demarcation between the concealer and the foundation. I don't know how to do enough contact. I did the best I do in terms of like laying a liquid product down and then just going again with what I used to blend my concealer. Doing some reverse contouring, I guess. Time to actually set the powder. So I feel like trying something new. I'm going to use, I still have not learned my lesson from using translucent powders, but let's try it again. So this is the Essence Fix and Last makeup fixing powder. Just going to use that to set everywhere that I put concealer. doing that on my hand, so it's a light layer of powder. Brush always manages to like just carry so much powder, but yeah. Okay, I think that's nice and even out. So just tap in here, everywhere that I put concealer. Nice. Then I'll use a skin tone powder to set the rest of my face. And if nobody has told you today, you matter. Or actually, I realized that my face powder is always washing out my contour. So let's set that contour first. So we're going to be using Curve Case and Curve Case pressed. So actually going to be mixing these two because I feel like it kind of matches that bronzy profile of what I did when I was underpainting. So just using that to just set the contour. Mostly using the statuette though in the Curve Case pressed. So now I'm going to use a skin tone setting powder. This is the Studio London You Matter pressed powder. I think they've discontinued it now. I don't know why they discontinued it. It works so well for me. I have hit pan, but seems like it's going to last forever. So let me hope that it does. So just tap it over, just lightly set everything. This is feeling a bit tight and pouchy, so I'm just going to go in with setting spray now. So I'm still priming in the matte finish one. So now let the blush transitioning begin. So I am just going to use my Curve Case deeper. Since I'm doing a red to pink transition, I'm going to first start with Berry Hue. It says berry, but I feel like it looks red on me, so I'm going to lean into that. Going to put it here, and then I'll go with Red the Room. So going into Curve Case Deep, just going to go in with Cow Lake. This very bright pink shade. And just do it here. Going to actually blend it with a powder puff. So again, just wet it. Yeah, so again blending from here. Kind of blend that into the eyeshadow as well. Just doing like a wide perimeter. And then slowly now we go into the lighter red. Kind of going up and down to blend. So going into red, then we graduate to pink. Kind of going, taking it under the eyes as well. Then just bringing the rest of the cheek. So just going to use the smaller end to let that transition nicely with the pink. Yeah, so let's repeat that. So start with this red, kind of take it all around, then blend into the lighter red, kind of bringing it down to cheek as well. Then we go into the pink, bringing it under the eye. I am actually so in love. So to complete that transition, we're just going to take the Made by Mitchell blush book. I think this is volume 1. I'm going to take a powder brush and then I'm just going to go in with shade Think Pink and tap it over where that pink ended. On the other side again, just tap Think Pink over where that pink was starting to meet the under eye. Then going in with Milkshake, tapping it over that, and bringing it under the eyes more. I think it was Think Pink that was glittery. Not in love with that, but we move. Lovely. And then now we bake with a pink setting powder. So I'm using the Flawless Skin Trio from Essence. So just using the pink powder. We're going to use that to bake. So while that is baking, we're just going to go ahead and set the blush. So using Curve Case pressed in deeper, starting off with Berry Hue. Just take that, then lightly tap where we set it, where we put Berry Hue. And then now we dip into red the room, just tapping where we put it. I feel like pink is so dominating because like literally it looks like a pink under eye kind of thing. So you guys saw it's a red to pink transition. I mean pink is derived from red, so maybe that is why. So we're going in with curve case pressed, and then we take cow lick and then just tap it so where we put the pink. So I'm just going to dust off that bake. So now time to just bronze up the nose area. Use a mix of these two shades in the curve case, then dipping into retribution to kind of define the bottom as well. I love this. So now for highlights. Like I want to also do a transition with the highlight too. So I'm going to use my hot foil technique palette and then use this beautiful red shimmer and then put that on the bridge of my nose. I don't know why, but it's showing up pink on like in real life. Maybe it's because of the lighting, but yeah. And then let me look for a light pink shimmer here. I think so far from the berries palette is perfect. Like we need some red blush on the nose. So just going in with red the room in curve case pressed. And then just lightly tapping that over the nose. Oh, I love the way that looks. Okay, so now let's do the lip combo. Start with Black Track Lip Trick from Made by Mitchell. Using Red the Room from the Curve Case Deeper. I'm putting that in the middle. There's this pink shimmer that is staring at me from my hot foil palette. So I'm just going to use that and try to top the red with that. Gonna put it in the middle. I love the way that looks. Just going to use that red again and then just kind of put it in the middle. Stunning! I love it. So yeah, now I'm just going to complete the eyes. Going to use All Smudge No Budge and also Black Track on my waterline. Really focusing on the outer corner. Let's bleed through a little bit and there. Stunning. Now I go in with my Revolution Wrap Lash in the shade. I think this is super dark, but it's like the ultra black shade. So yeah, just not to comb through my lashes. I love this so much. So now just going to put on some clear gloss over this. No, I've not used this in so long. My Technique Gloss Boss. I love it so much. How does it handle? I was obsessed with this. Okay, just so lightweight, and then the shine, like it really is the Gloss Boss. I look like a doll. Stunning. Let me dress up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've accessorized it. What's your name, V? So they calling you Bob. You know, stiff wear. Nowhere. It's not here. Stiff is not here. Yeah. The bob is moving. Yes, so this is the final look. I know I forgot that I did not apply a final layer of setting spray. Just going to go in with Danessa Marek's Yummy Skin Setting Spray. And then just going to let that do its magic. But yeah, this is the final. I also did some creative body shimmer. Stunning. But yeah, that's episode 1 completed of my Blushmaxxing series. There are more episodes in store, so be sure to subscribe to see the tutorials for the other episodes. And also follow me on TikTok as well. It's beautybylade.exe on TikTok and Instagram to see the beautiful pictures of these looks. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.